Hey guys, Hunter here from Portland Razor Company. Doing a little stropping demo. Stropping is really important for keeping your razor keen and clean. Basically you want to do this before every single shave. The best way to keep something sharp is just to keep it sharp, because the more wear you put on a razor, eventually the little microscopic hairs that make up the edge of the blade will just lie down or break off, and that's when you have to go to honing. The best way to space that out and make your blade last longer is to strop before and after every shave. So the first thing is just set up in stance. I just like to get nice and balanced between my 2 feet, and then I'll anchor my support hand here, so my hand that's holding the strop, to my body, and then kind of use the positioning of my body to regulate the tension here. And your tension is somewhere between guitar string tight, where it has no give, and that would be a little too much slack. So right in the middle there, if I just put the weight of my arm on the strop, I get about 1 inch of deflection. And that is kind of the perfect amount of tension for me. So when we go to put the razor on here, making sure I'm handling everything very safely, I'm not going to drop it. I'm just going to set my spine on the strop, spine of my razor on the strop, and then a little back and forth here just helps me define my work area. My strop is 19 inches long, so I only have to use 12 or so inches to get a good stropping action on it. I really want to be careful that I don't flip the razor into the hardware on either end, so I'm using the middle portion here. When I actually go to strop, I'm going to set the spine down, rotate the edge into the strop until both are touching, and push it down. Same thing, rotating over the spine and back. Always rotating over the spine, not picking it up, because 2 things happen here. If I pick it up and I flip it over the blade side, I'm pushing the edge into the strop, and I'll start doing that unconsciously, where I'm pushing the edge in before I've lifted it off the strop. And then here, putting it down, there's way more risk that I'm just going to come straight down on the edge and chop my strop in half, which sucks. So, spine down, edge down, push, over the spine, pull. And this is as fast as you have to go to start. And as you get more comfortable, you can speed up a little bit and it takes less time. So, one thing I also forgot to mention is just your grip on the razor. I like to put my thumb really securely here on these bottom jimps. It gives me a really positive hold on the razor, and then I'm kind of rolling it over my other fingers. And then you'll notice as I'm stropping, I do a little wrist action just to complete that rotation. Couple more pointers here. I'm very careful not to roll the edge into the strop. I just want everything nice and flat. I'm just using the weight of my arm. You'll hear people say weight of the razor. Basically, it's just enough pressure to keep the edge and the spine flat on the strop. Again, regulating the tension with my other hand here. In general, we recommend 20 to 40 laps on the prep side, and then 40 to 60 on your leather side. But honestly, especially if you're first starting out, do all your practicing on your prep side. At least for our strop, it's a lot easier and cheaper to replace the nylon if you do end up nicking it. And nicks are going to happen. Don't be too hard on yourself when and if that happens. Just go slow to start, and pick your pace up as you get more comfortable. That's a lot. That's all I got right now. Shoot.